Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Starlight New Dawn Scar, Chapter 3, Episode 35, Reluctant Request. This is one of our Pokemon tabletop RPG campaigns being run with our custom Scar system, or Stories and Creatures in Alternate Realities. This system is available for open playtest on our Discord as well as at itch.io, so go take a look at it and let us know what you think. For now, though, we will begin with introductions, beginning with Taldarius.
Hello, I am Taldarius, and I will be the storyteller for Starlight New Dawn tonight. I'll play the allies, I'll play the enemies, and I'll play everything in between. The only thing I won't be playing are our wonderful player characters tonight. And for my wonderful player characters, my question for you, are you guys excited for Market Day?
Oh boy. Oh, hi, I'm Warnimal. I'm back after being in Sweden for a week, and I play Amos, the fluffy fire-type growlithe that makes things go boom. And Amos is very much excited about Market Day because he's interested in all the interesting and valuable, little trinkets and things that'll be coming across from other places that he is very interested in taking a look at. And totally just looking respectfully at them.
Looking respectfully, for educational purposes.
Oh, yeah.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Seda, and I play Dart, the Steel Ground. Dart is looking forward to Market Day, just particularly because he did hear that MD Industries would be there, and he's very curious about potentially covering a little bit more about his past.
I am Razim, and I am playing as Jet, the Ghost Electric type rockruff. As for the question, he is kind of indifferent on that. He's got something else that he's more interested in right now. But off to you, Vector.
Hello, my name's Avian Wolf, also known as Avi, and I play as Vector, the water-flying rockruff. And Vector is very, very excited for Market Day because he likes to see all the really cool things, and he's really excited to see all that stuff as well. And he's able to find something more about himself, more about himself in Market Day. Big plus. But other than that, we'll just he's just wanting to just check it out and see what sticks.
Totally getting Vector a pilot's cap and aviator goggles.
That is required. We are not leaving Market Day without those two items. Sorry, anyways.
All right, and for the recap, Abby, would you mind taking this?
It's been a while. Let me just do this. Okay. All right. Last time here on. Sorry, I'm just trying to get all my notes ready. Oh, there you go. Starlight New Dawn. Last time. Let's see here. Jet was continuing over his Jet was continuing his aura training, essentially with Vector and some of the other beings as well. However, what was it? What was this? I always keep forgetting his name.
Grim with two M's.
Grim, thank you, Grim. Yes, Grim
M's,
was playing a bit of playing a few tricks during his aura training, essentially disguising everyone in Jet's aura vision to be Dart, and essentially Dart was Jet. Oh my gosh, I'm getting confused. Jet is trying to distinguish between the two, but because of Grimm's intervention, and it's been a little bit difficult. However, unfortunately, Amos was found unconscious because, well, Amos drank way too much there, and Argus was looking for some clothes because he wanted to make a cape and try to be a good person, and his ever more of his quest to prove that he is good, he is a good person. Um, what else? Oh yeah. So essentially, Grim does a funny and picks up Argus and yeets Argus. I think it was like four. How long? How much was it? 4 kilometers, I think.
Oh, no. It was about 4,000 feet, so
4,000
a
feet.
better
Okay.
part of a mile.
So yeah.
It
So
was like
Argus.
4,400 feet.
Yeah. So pretty much, yeah. Argus gets yeeted. Essentially, gets yeeted into a tree, and Vector had to go and run and rescue him, and that was almost of a disaster, but was able to gently get him down. And trying to see what else here as well. Dart. Oh yes. Essentially, Dart was trying to convince Jet to stop reading of the cursed book, but unfortunately that was not successful. And Argus and as Argus and Vector was making their way back, well, Jet started to make his way over to Iron Valley alone with the book. And well, Dart was kind of well hanging back and was frustrated with Jet's obsession with the book. But and as but essentially after kind of calming down, Vector, Argus, and Dart goes and checks up on Amos. And I think we left off from there. Unless
Yeah,
I'm missing
because
anything.
storyteller fell asleep.
I keep telling you guys, my dad did the fucking thing with the cats.
Well, that's a
Beep.
swear jar, first off. But
I,
yeah,
I literally,
you
I've said this
totally...
multiple times.
Yeah, definitely the cats, yes. You didn't just fall asleep.
Look, if I fell asleep, I fucking snore. It runs in the family, unfortunately.
I don't think I've ever snored on stream when I've fallen asleep.
You did once.
Oh,
Yes. And thank you, Rdyjin. Yes, we have some fan art to share.
Oh no.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
So, yeah, we had a little discussion with the rockruffs last night. We were going to do some science, trying to see if things melt. And so we decided to, well, I mean, Comet and Jet decided to go ahead and put a crown on Comet to see if it would melt. And, you know, there's Dart looking on concerned.
oh boy.
Let me feed through Discord too. That would probably help. And then there is this one. Dart brought up showing buckets. So have a vector.
I showed you the fucking pod.
I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I was sleepy.
No, it was funny. I love it.
I love you.
I love you too. But please respond. Please, I showed you my bucket.
Such a cute bucket.
Ah.
Triple heart emoji.
Heck.
And here is the new ice type lichen rock that will be joining in the near future from Ido.
Oh boy.
Like and rock.
Whoa.
This is an actual fan art, but I felt like bringing it up anyways. Look at that cute lichen rock.
I really do like the icicle design for the main.
Same. He is dutiful delivery boy. Also bringing that up was partially just trying to buy time for Adorum to get here, but I don't think he's going to get here in time for us to start. So let's get started.
Alrighty, ready. So, on one hand, I kind of want to start. Actually, you know what? Here, let me ask a question. Zim, if left alone, how long would it take Jet to realize that he is floating by himself?
I mean, Jet started going by himself anyways. He wasn't concerned about waiting for the others because...
Oh, he left. I thought that he just was like, oh, okay, we're going in this direction, started reading book and going.
No, he's actually not reading his book right now.
Oh, okay.
But you know, Dart stormed off, so he's just figuring, well, guess I'm on my own now, and started going off.
Okay. I thought he pulled out the book. Whatever. Okay,
That's what I
cool.
thought, too.
Maybe he did.
It,
I don't remember for sure, but either way, we're gonna say that he puts it away as he gets going.
all right. So, in that case, well, we do. We are kind of missing Argus, so let's just go ahead and start with Jet. Are you going to be doing... Well, first of all, are you going to be doing anything on the way if you are, in fact, just going for it?
Nothing in particular. He's just kind of floating along. He is specifically, you know, staying up in the air more because he's alone and things have been dangerous before. But he's not necessarily doing much aside from watching for potential danger.
Okay. So is he just floating and thinking, mostly?
Yeah, kind of going over what he's been reading so far. You know, that kind of personal mental review of what he's read in the book so far.
Okay. You know, in that case, go ahead and roll mind, expertise, academics to see how well you're retaining without referencing. There's one thing to remember when you're looking at it. It's another thing to do it when referencing.
True. Alright, so... What was the, that you wanted?
Mind, expertise, academics. See how well he's retaining it. Should this go well, you would only need a good lore check in order to remember a good portion of it. When I say a good portion, I mean, like, you know, of the stuff you've read. It is a big book.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with cunning because I've got an extra dot in that.
All right.
I know logic might fit a little better, but I feel like cunning is pretty fitting as well. Seven.
All right. In that case, you find that you're remembering the information fairly well, at least. Specifically with the aid of a couple of just like personal mental mnemonics, because you used cunning instead of logic. So you realize you don't have to remember everything perfectly, at least right away. You can just remember the basics and let it flow from there as you recall more and more information. No need to have all of it, at the most forefront, when instead, you could just make a couple of mnemonics for yourself to help you remember some of the things, such as, ingredients lists, steps, you know, things that are fairly basic, but at least some of the deeper theory behind some of this stuff is that's a little bit harder to remember this way.
One that
So
he is. Oh.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say that, like, while he's interested for the sake of just having the knowledge he's interested in the other things that he learned. The main things that he's after are how the abyss works, and he's wanting to especially remember the resurrection ritual.
All right, with a focus on the resurrection ritual. Cool, got it. So for information on how the abyss works, that is quite the interesting and complicated, well, I would say section, but really it's more like the knowledge on that is sprinkled all throughout the book, and you know that there is yet more to find inside of the book. But from the sections that you have read, you would know that it is an open reflection of things, of reality. Where one is affected, so is the other. But the problem is that the abyss is very, very open. It is, technically speaking, open to everything. And in return, everything is open to it. But it does have very clearly defined areas that it is. That is, it is effectively the void, the space between worlds and realities that is not filled by anything. Did I hear someone join?
Hi.
Hello, we'll have you do your intro in a second. It is... Well, that's not to say it isn't filled with anything. It's just not filled with anything generally that is accessible without some very, very specific set of circumstances. One of which being a correct ritual. Another thing being something that, well, imposes new rules and laws on reality in some way. The reason that affects it being that it is, technically speaking, a reflection of reality, an empty one. So if, for example, in your current world, if someone were to say, make a chain that would shackle worlds together, it would also simultaneously have an entry point with the abyss.
So it's possible right now, potentially, to access the abyss.
Yes. Whether or not that is a recommended course of action, well, that is another thing entirely. But theoretically, yes. So long as you were sufficiently near to one of these reality-altering devices.
Understood. He will definitely note that one away in his head. By the way, everyone, don't forget to get in Fantasy Grounds.
Yep. And now that we have the Adorum, go ahead and do your intro. Question of the day is if you're excited for Market Day.
My name is Aurum. Also, hi, I'm Aurum, and I play Argus, the scaredy cat rock dragon tyrant. And for question of the day, very excited for Market Day. Think of how many portable forges will be on sale. I need all the portable forges and all the materials. Maybe they'll have super polgos or materials to make a super polgo.
I'm not gonna lie, as soon as you said rock, I was, half expecting rough.
I'm not a rockruff type. I'm a rock dragon type. You're the puppy type. Hey, that's my answer. I exist.
Well, yeah, that's what Jet is up to. He is making a quick pace back to Iron Valley. Not, sprinting or the floating equivalent of sprinting, but he's not lollygagging either. He's got no reason to do so.
Understood.
Which,
Alright.
for the record, he's got 45 movement with hover.
Okay. So he can schmoove.
Yes. Zoomies, expanded zoomies, and zoomies too.
Alrighty, right. Let's go ahead and cut over to the rest of the party. Who is going to check up on Amos? Amos, you were given the equivalent of vodka. A lot of it.
Yippee!
You drank most of it last night, and now that it is the morning, and you have quite literally probably burned off most of the alcohol in you, you are left with a single flask still in your bag.
Oh boy, oh boy. Am I conscious yet?
I'll say you weren't for some of this morning's excitement, but you'd probably be awake and slightly regretting it.
Yeah, Amos kind of sitting, but very much slumped over with a paw to his face. Just, I have a mother fluffer of a hangover.
And it would be upon him waking and realizing his situation that I'll say the rest of you can come in. Did I die somehow or?
Oh,
No.
sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
We just had
so-
the unspoken kind of like, wait, who's gonna speak first?
Okay, because I was like, I was literally sitting there like, yo, wait, what? Guys.
Sorry.
I don't know where I am.
But I think you are still with us.
I'm about to say,
Argus.
as far as I remember, you were in fact with the other two still, and we're going to go
Yeah.
and check on Amos because
I
Amos
was-
was the drunk last night.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we dragged Amos to the little shed that we commandeered, and we're just like slowly, like I'm gonna slowly open the door, and I just gonna poke my head in. It's like, Amos, are you awake?
Uh,
Well, at least Amos is alive. Very happily saying. You okay? You had a lot last time or last night.
Amos just looks to you with kind of very droopy look on his face. He's very much.
do, do you need water? Do you want me to get you water or anything? Like,
Amos just kind of nods.
okay.
It kind of like flops over again.
Okay. I am going to go get fresh water. Wait, can I wait? Is this the question is would if I use water gun on the bucket to fill in the water, is it clean water?
You can't use a move to give someone water
Uh,
because if they drink it, it would work very temporarily, and then because the water was conjured, it would disappear.
it would disappear. Okay,
So
gotcha.
it would help for a little bit, and then you'd get hit with all of the dehydration and more at once. A bit later.
Oh, yeah, no, okay. I'm gonna go get some water. Hey, Amos, just lay down, to take it easy. You had a lot. I'm gonna go get you some fresh water, and hopefully that might help. You had just Vector's more surprised that Amos is actually up with the amount that he has drank. Yeah, Grim gave you a lot. Yeah, you just lie down there, and I'll get some water, and then just kind of like scooching, like holding, I'm like grabbing the bucket by the handle and like tippy tapping like as fast as I could to like the closest well. Excuse me, sorry,
The closest bit of clean water would actually be the river.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the river and I'm going to get it. I'm gonna go. I'm actually, I just realized now, Vector just after realizing that this town does not have a well.
They live by a river.
Well, fair enough, but still. Anyways, though, he's just gonna go pick up some water. He's gonna go get the water. He's gonna come back.
I mean, we
You have
could
a
just
bucket
divert.
of bucket of water.
We could divert the river to Amos. That would be funny.
No, not a good idea.
I don't know if I want to go for another swim.
Vector's like gonna he's gonna put down the bucket. It's like okay, okay, Amos. Probably I got you some water. Just take it easy, and then we'll try to fill you in, and we're gonna quickly start making our way over to Iron Valley.
We need all of us on our feet.
Yeah.
I mean, we could try to make a pogo and just drag them. If they have any resources we could use.
I would honestly say, Argus, granted that this town probably needs as much resources as it can right now. I would say we might have to we'll have to not probably worry about making another one later. Wait, actually, hold on. Did we bring our own pogo? Actually?
No, because you were going through the woods.
Oh, okay. We left it by the wait. Did we left it by the road? I think.
No,
I
we
think
didn't have
left
a
it in
Polgo.
town.
No,
we didn't even bring it
have
at all.
and you didn't
Oh.
make a new one because you were going
okay.
through woods.
Gotcha. Okay, I was trying to remember if we actually came in with one without.
No, the Polgo that we had was left in Starlight because we got teleported away from Starlight.
Oh,
Yep.
right. Yep.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. And Argus was so upset because he left his Polgo. You know what? Now we gotta make a new Polgo.
Polgo with a portable forge inside.
Yes, I could use a Polgo to hold my portable forge.
Is this where we're gonna turn the forge? Is this where we're gonna double the forge as a steam engine now, as well?
Yes.
Sorry, that just came into
We
mind.
could turn the forge into a pressure cooker by putting a nice lid on it and then use it for steam, which will make the wheels spin. Argus needs to learn steam engine.
Just imagine like Argus is like doing the that math meme with all the formulas and stuff coming out.
Argus can see into the universe, and the Polgo sees back. Steam Polgo.
But yes, but we do need to try to get you back on your feet here, Amos. We really do. Unfortunately, we have enough time. I'm sorry, Amos.
Can I sleep in more?
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to slowly but not shaking violently, but just very gently shaking. It's like, I'm sorry, Emos, but we really gotta get going. I need you to drink this water, and we're gonna have to just try to take it.
And think about it. Would you rather sleep on the floor here or sleep in a nice bed back in Iron Valley?
Amos flops over again.
Amos, would you mind giving me a body, whatever, expertise and integrity?
All right. Oh. 1 sec.
Dun dun dun.
So is body expertise and what?
Integrity.
Okay. Well, that's pretty.
All right. With that, you will only be taking a -1 speed debuff.
Not too
And by
bad.
-1, that equates to that is a stat change, -1 stat change. So you're going to be moving at 5 less than your base.
Okie doke. Hungover
And we
Amos is big eepy.
Yep.
we drag him.
How are you going to drag him?
I have my items somewhere. Got a lot of items. Wait, if we cut off his legs and we can replace them with wheels, that works, right?
Interesting lead up.
Argus, let's definitely not be replacing anyone's body parts with anything else.
Aww. Well,
I
we
would
can
very
make
much agree with Dart here.
we can make a mini pogo and just drag him. I've got all the tools. We can just go find a small tree to make a pogo with.
Can I like theoretically like guesstimate how long that would probably take to probably argue that it may not take it may take a bit too long, maybe?
That would not. You wouldn't even really have to roll to guesstimate anything like that. That's just kind of
That's
obvious.
just oh yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Like like I wasn't sure, but yeah, no, yeah, definitely I will say like Argus, it would as much as I would as much as it would be great to have another Pogo. I just don't think that the amount of time that would it take to craft it would be very long. I mean, I was able to run. I mean, the distance isn't really that large. I mean, I was able to run there like almost all, just maybe a day, maybe even less.
It's fine. I can walk.
Hmm. Yeah, just make sure. Yeah, just don't. Yeah, we're not gonna. Yeah, don't strain yourself. But yeah, we will have to just kind of have to. We'll just have to try to keep. We'll just have to do our best to catch up. I don't know how long it's been since Jet left, but yeah, we do need to at least we know where Jet is going at least. So at least we can at least meet up Jet there. Then that ought to be good enough for me.
Might have to sleep along the road. If it takes a while.
You guys did just wake up for the day, basically. It's been like maybe an hour or two.
Oh,
Because you guys remember you slept last night?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I would say let's at least start making our way over, and if we need to, at least we can camp out, but probably we should at least get started. I do apologize. I don't really like making haste, but I would like to be together as soon as we can.
Agreed.
Especially since anything, well, I had a bit of my own anxieties making my way back. If I have to be honest, making all the way back to Iron Valley by myself during that one time. But but I would definitely say if you need anything or anything like that, let me see if I can store this. Let me see how I can. Can I store any water? Is there any extra? Do I have an extra canteen? Does anyone have this extra canteen actually? No extra canteen.
I don't think so.
Oh wait, hold on. I do want to ask. For the ether, right? How much would the ether cost? Like hold. Like I had like an empty bottle of ether. I don't know. I don't know if like they're like tiny little amounts, but I'm just kind of curious.
Okay, what are you trying to do?
Okay, so I just want to ask. The ether comes in bottles, right?
Yes.
How big is that bottle? I'm essentially what I'm thinking about is storing. Essentially, instead of ether, essentially use that as a bottle of water just in case if Amos needs more water.
Oh no.
Well, yeah, no, it comes in. It is bottle adjacent.
No, and also, or I guess if it's what you think it is, it's not that. It's just more because the ether is all gone. Like that's already Jonathan already drank all that, but I still have the empty bottle from that ether that he drank from.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries. I'm not mixing. I'm not trying to mix
You're not
ether
mixing blood?
with water.
No, just vodka with, Red Bull, basically.
Oh my
Yeah, just
gosh.
give me the ether water. It's fine.
No, no.
Though,
Bad
if Amos has too much vodka, would his sweat become flammable?
Just
Should find out.
one little sneeze,
What, does he
just
become
kapoosh.
He becomes Bakugo.
But yeah, I essentially since I have the old empty bottle from the one that I used from Jonathan, can I from the bucket, whatever like I'm assuming there's like leftover water there, can I just scoop up water and use that used bottle of ether as a water container?
Yep. All right. So you're just taking the used container, putting water in it, and giving it.
Yep.
Simple as.
Just simple. Yep. Just nothing complex. It's just a bottle of water.
All right. Obviously, this is not like a good travel container per se, as in like, don't like if this gets like turned upside down or something like. It is a prior used container that isn't meant for reuse, but you can use it. Just don't expect this to last.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is just we might as well carry a little bit of might as well just carry a bit of water in case we need it. If not, whatever, we just dump it out and
Turns out MD Industries actually makes some biodegradable plastics.
Exactly.
Then what if you paid them?
I am just I'm recycling. There you go.
But their biodegradable plastics still have microplastics in them just because.
Oh no.
Yum yum yum. Microplastics.
Yeah, the forbidden sprinkles.
Victor, no.
Sorry. Well, anyways, though, yeah, I'm just gonna scoop. I'm gonna like put it in like an empty pouch, just so if it spills, it's whatever. But I'll try to maintain it as much as I can for now. But yeah, it's as simple as that. Nothing too complex.
So you're holding on to it, not giving it to Amos. Yada yada.
Yeah, all that stuff. Yep.
Cool.
All right. We go. Question mark.
Will you guys be going so that way the vector can start to zoom?
Yeah, I need
Probably
to do
in circles around you guys because Amos is moving a bit slower than usual.
I'll be doing a lot of tippy tappies. All the tippy tappies.
He is the tippy tappy.
But yeah, I'm ready as I am ready just as anyone is. So
I'm ready to go too. If I can't make my
Don't
polka.
mind me. I'm just over here floating along.
You chose to float along?
going to assume yes. Start, Amos.
You guys go ahead. I just need just a few moments.
Alrighty then. Yeah. We'll go ahead then. Well, I'll see you in a little bit, Dart. And Amos, I'll see you as well.
All
Yeah.
right.
All right.
Wait,
By the way, just so that way everyone is aware, after having pitched Argus like that, Grim has basically just taken to like sitting down in his chair, just lounging, drinking. He's drinking coffee, but you know.
Oh, he's a eat and drink.
So he's just been a little bit of ways. He's just right there. Just so you guys are aware of his location.
Understood. So, Kari can have a quick word with him before we all depart.
yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
Yep. He is leaning back in his chair and wearing sunglasses.
So, what's next for you, Mr. Grimm?
He's gonna look down from his chair, tilt the sunglasses down a little bit, and he's gonna give a big old shrug. Well, I do have some very, very interesting opportunities in front of me. I mean, first of all, Market Day, always a fun time. Maybe I'll end up catching up with some old friends or something if the timeline decides to be wonky. And there's also just, following you guys around for a bit. You know, new adventures, always fun. You get a lot of entertainment that way. And, well, at this point in my life, I am all about enjoying what I can when I can. You know, a couple centuries will do that to you. Especially when you never know when you're next going to get yanked off to be a young man in a different world again. At least in my case. I will be old while I have the chance.
How often have you been old?
Not very, actually.
Wait,
Let's
didn't
see,
Arcus go with Vector?
No,
Yeah.
before we went off, Talia reminded us that Grimm is right there, so we're just having a few words.
Yep.
Oh, I thought that Vector and Argus went off, left Amos and Dart behind, and I'm sitting here like, oh, I guess we're splitting the party even more. Okay.
Wait, not yet.
Yes,
Not yet.
let's
Not yet.
And, but he's just gonna go, well, you see, okay, bit of a tricky situation. This is like world, well, it depends if you count going to the same world twice as two separate occasions if they were non-consecutive.
Dart's gonna tilt his head.
Okay, imagine
Argus
this.
is gonna tilt his head.
Imagine this. You are in a world. And then you get taken to the next one. Imagine you guys show up here. And then, you go through your whole adventure, things happen, you're winding down, achieve your goals. And then, you go on to a different world, which you are now pulled into as an amnesiac yet again, but as you recover memories, you also remember the previous world, slowly. Until you get all your memories back and you realize this isn't the first time you've even done this. And then, you go to let's say another world. And the cycle repeats itself. And then you end up back in that first new world you were taken to again. Does that count as being in a different world, considering it might be a different timeline? Or does that count as the same world, but you just get to try again?
I think this is beyond me.
I mean, my situation could be far, far, far worse. I have met some unlucky fellows. And I happen to be one of the more unlucky fellows, but I have met at least one person that is by far more unlucky than me.
Is it us?
No. Oh, no. Shame I only got to spend like 2 years in that world, but that one was on a short timeline, so. Well, when I say short timeline, I mean till destruction and it all ending, so I got like 2 years there. I saw some unlucky people then.
I don't think I want to visit that place.
It'd be a bit hard, considering I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist anymore. And I don't mean the world, I just mean it, in general. Like, that place. Or if it does, I've never managed to find it again. Either way, what's next for me is, at this point, whatever I want until I get whisked off again. But the real question is, what's next for you?
Well, I guess the immediate would be Iron Valley. And whatever is happening with Jet. Dart's gonna kind of bring up. Then
Did he die for? Okay.
Yeah, he died for me too. I was gonna bring it up. You said Dart is going to bring a, and then it like cut out.
Dart's gonna just bring a paw up to his forehead and just kind of like, rub it kind of like, like he's managing a headache a bit. Like, whatever's happening with Chet, and then Market Day is on our radar, and after that, wherever things take us, I guess.
Okay. A little bit of advice about that, about one of those, actually. Do you have any, just out of curiosity, do you have any kind of weapons that, you like? Or armor?
I have a stick, and Argus is going to hold up his special stick.
Yes, but I was referring to Dart here. Just to ask.
Not particularly?
Even if not for your personal use, just in terms of opinion. What do you think the coolest weapon out there is?
I'm trying to think like if actually Dart would be able to recall, different kinds of weapons off the top of his head.
Well, if you want to know if he'll remember things about that, give me a lore check.
I will do a lore check. I'll have Dart roll just to try to remember any kind of weapons he might been familiar with before. I forgot we had the macro.
We do.
Look, I didn't do any rolling last session. I kind of forgot.
That's fair. I mean, we've had it for a while, but yeah, it's fair.
I have it copied in my character sheet.
Mm-hmm. I have it copied on a little, sticky note instance on my computer. Two. In that case, Dart, you are in fact familiar with at least a couple of different weapons, at least weapon types. Like kind of broad category, like, oh hey, that's a spear. Oh hey, that's an axe. That's a gun. That kind of thing. The cultural connotations of such things, wherever Dart is from, I will leave to you.
Dart's gonna kind of like rub his head a little bit and just be like, I admittedly don't think I was much of the weapons enthusiast.
Well, that's pretty fair. Not everyone's into weapons or such. In fact, there's actually an entire group of people around here called naturalists. They don't like using weapons, armors, anything except for moves. Very interesting, actually.
Like, I imagine everything has its purpose, but not a question I've really thought of before. Why do you ask it?
Because there are certain analogies that I like to use when it comes to some situations. First of all, everything is a sword. You're familiar with what swords are, right?
Yes.
Swords.
Guns. I'm familiar, at the very least.
Swords are rather interesting. After all, they are an implement that is only really used to harm in some way. But there is also other things about a sword. Its purpose. After all, what is a sword actually for? If you ask some people, they'll say that a sword is a tool of war, meant to do nothing more than kill the opponent in at least some efficient manner. Others will say that a sword is for self-defense, that others should always carry some sort of sword on them because it makes for a polite society knowing that everyone is armed. Others are rather aggressive with it, actually, viewing that the willingness to use a sword as a virtue, to know that you are willing to back up your beliefs with everything you have. Everything can be a sword. What doesn't really matter is what it was made for. What matters is how it's used. And your friend's book, well, there's nothing, it isn't like it's some sort of demon book that's going to corrupt his very soul or something. It just has some
Midnight.
power to it. Yeah, midnight. It just has some power to it. And what matters is however he decides to use that. So if you're going to be worried for him and whatever he has going on with the book, maybe don't try focusing on the book, and maybe ask what it represents to him or something. Because what matters to a sword is its purpose.
Dart's just gonna kind of rub his temples like, yes, I was already mentally feeling a little bit of guilt for how I lost my temper there. I'm normally better at this, but the book is...
Of course,
certainly...
if you do see a book that does start growing tendrils or something and, changing your friend's eye colors, maybe get them to stop reading those.
Duly noted. Amos, you know what to do.
Amos nods.
Just because it's him, I'm going to make sure. Don't steal the potentially valuable demon book you burn it.
Amos grins.
Yes, as you were saying, Dart.
And admittedly, the thing that scares me the most is not necessarily, what Jet is doing. It's how much I see of myself in what Jet's doing.
Ah, and you view that as a problem.
An unshackled, dangerous thirst for knowledge? Yes.
Everything is a sword. If you think that, well, I'm not going to actually say it this way. I'm sure that given what you're saying, you are more than aware that knowledge itself can be used to hurt. Everything is a sword. So don't phrase it as some dangerous thirst for knowledge. Try and find some other way to explain it. Is it some sort of deep-seated desire for personal safety? Is it some sort of extreme paranoia? Is it just something as simple as he wants answers to something that he found familiar with something? Who knows? Well, hopefully he does, but you should be asking those sorts of questions about it. After all, what if it's not some sort of dangerous thirst for knowledge, but instead something else, and that's just a byproduct? Does he want knowledge for its own sake, or is he seeking a goal? Be careful with your generalizations.
I assume that all four of us are still there, right?
Oh yeah. Unless you left the conversation, you can
No.
assume you're still there.
Oh, I just wanted to say, what's a gun?
Oh no. Would
Amos,
you like one?
Well, I
Oh,
know what
no.
that is.
It sounds familiar, but I just can't. I just can't put my palm on it.
Would you like one? I could give you one right now.
Well, give me one.
No. You see, the thing is, I have something funny to give him. I don't have something funny to do to give to you.
Can I see?
I mean,
My-
I
my
don't even
jersey?
know how I would.
What?
Amos holds up his paws. I don't even know how I'd even fire it anyway, to be honest. Holding up 2-clawed growlithe paws.
Victor is curious. Victor does not remember much from his other time, but he is very curious. He is relearning things.
Because, well, you see, the thing is, I have at least a couple of interesting items on me at all times. For gags, for tricks, for if I just want to make someone a little bit upset. You gotta remember, I have the opportunity to be basically whatever I want at the time for a cause. And so there have been times that I have, in fact, turned into a water type and used this. And he's going to reach into his pockets, inside of his ropes, and pull out a gun, which, upon closer inspection, has been clearly modified to be some sort of pressurized water gun.
Is it colorful? Please tell me it's colorful.
Okay, so he chose the funniest thing he can think of. Hold on.
Oh my god.
You know that one thing where it's oh crap, what was, I can't think of the name right now, but
Like a super soaker.
you know that like blue and white, like, like sea thing that was like on those memes like forever ago?
No.
You're gonna have to send me a photo because I think I
Here,
know.
I'm gonna try and find that for a second, but it basically has like a colorful like white and blue like palette on it.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Just imagining just like pretending to the James Bond holding the holding the pistol, but it's like the water guns. Like, name's Vector. I don't have a last name. I just realized.
Wait, sweetheart, I love you because in the call last night, was talking about British things, and I'm like, damn it, I need to give Dart a last name so I can make a James Bond joke.
Yeah. I like. Oh, what is it? Is it? Oh, what's that? What's the James Bond rings? Is it shaken not stirred? Right? Shaken not stirred.
Which is
Oh
funny
my-
because it sounds sophisticated, but that's actually how a career alcoholic drinks. Because you can drink more if it's shaken and not stirred.
Yeah, I did. I do not know that. Oh my gosh.
Fun fact for you. That is how an alcoholic who wants to get drunk as fast as possible does it.
But yes, Vector is very curious. It sounds familiar, but he just can't put a paw on it.
Oh no.
And,
Fan
and
art.
I need. Yep, I'm seeing it.
Give it
Wow.
Yes. all the water. just starts pumping the water gun.
But it basically is a gun that is modified to be like a pressurized water gun, and you
Oh
have been
my
handed
gosh.
it. Do you have anything in
Oh.
marksman?
Marksman. Yes, I do.
How many points?
Only one.
Only one? You still have at least a point in marksman,
Yes.
which means you have been successfully handed the gun.
I don't know what this awakens, but all I know is Vector is very curious, and anything that he's curious with, he's very happy. What does it do? What does this do?
Okay, well, you see, you pointed at something that you want hurt, and then you pull the trigger, and you see what happens.
Can I try it on that bucket?
Sure, go ahead, see what happens.
I will aim at the bucket. Then I pull the trigger.
All right, go ahead and make a marksman roll. This would be
Marksman
body because it is a physical item.
Right.
Ugh. Double standards here. Jet gets a perfectly harmless book, and Dart's upset about it. But Vector gets a gun! And nothing from Dart! Not at all!
Actually, go ahead.
Do you not
Especially
think
about
Dart's
a gun
concerned?
that shoots water.
4, 5, 6.
It's like, you jump in the gun there a little bit, Jet.
Are we jumping a gun?
It's a
Or are we
4.
shooting a gun?
All right. So you said that you have a you said you have a marksman of 1.
Yes.
All right. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and roll the damage here with that in mind.
It's oh god, this awakened something in him.
I have my response in the chat.
Oh my gosh, and that's so many dice.
All right, you successfully deal 21 damage to the bucket.
Oh my
As
gosh,
it
what?
shoots out a small, almost laser of pressurized water that slices right through.
Can I try?
Victor just kind of holds the gun towards himself. This is a water type gun. This is
I want to try the gun.
Victor just looks up. He just looks up for him with the most you just see the excitement in his eyes.
Double standard.
Well, let's see what Dart does.
Dart, can I keep this?
Dart's just gonna kind of bring his paw down to his bottle and be like, is this really safe? I know we're kind of
said
having
it was safe. I said it was funny.
Dart's gonna kind of like go back to his hind legs a little bit, just kind of bring his other paw up to his mouth and be like, look, I know we're having a conversation about being more like open-minded, but I'm not quite sure about this.
I say we keep it.
Well, it is Grimm's. Can I keep it?
No. You cannot.
Okay. I tried. But thank you for letting me use it. In fact, something has awoken deep inside Vector. He now knows what he desires. Gosh. It's like I don't know how I feel about this. Oh my gosh.
All right. I found the
Vector's just looking at this. This is a very powerful thing. It is very scary, but it was very fun to use. But Vector gives back the water gun back to Grimm.
All right. By the way, I know I found the pattern that the water gun has. It is known as the solo jazz pattern. Look at this. Look at this in Starlight. This is the pattern the gun has.
Oh
my
god.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Now okay, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
I'm bringing it up on stream for y'all.
That little laser gun of destruction has that pattern.
I
Oh my
want.
gosh.
Amazing.
I just know that
It
as
was
the
the-
cup design
Yeah.
from the
yeah,
90s.
The
Yeah.
90s design. That's all you need to say. But yeah.
But yeah, no, that is what's on that little gun of destruction. It was the funniest thing he could think to put on it. But yes, he has retrieved the gun.
Sorry, Arcus. I know you wanted to try it, but it was kind of dangerous. But also very fun.
Also, that bucket is destroyed. I hope you know that.
I know. Vector knows.
The Bucket Lord has killed a bucket.
The Bucket Lord has to assert his domain.
I must assert dominance to the bucket. I'm sorry, Bucket.
The poor bucket. It
The
never
poor
I
gets
could
old.
continue to be philosophical at you about this, but I don't know if you have the years. I will be happy to continue going on about it, though.
Mhm.
I'm just worried that one of these is going to be available in Market Day.
Oh, I hope so.
You shouldn't worry about individual weapons. You should more worry about industrial disasters or something. I mean, of course, there are certain individual weapons that you should be very wary of, but, honestly, things like industrial disasters or accidents are, generally far more reaching than individual weapons could ever be.
So you're saying not to worry too much, right?
I'm saying if you're going to worry about something, worry about, like, checking the welding in industrial plants or something.
From experience?
I mean, maybe. But then again, you know, I am very serious about industrial disasters and the like. That is the easiest way to completely ruin an entire area. Are you familiar with what nuclear power is?
Is Dart familiar with nuclear power?
That one, give me science.
Oh, I have science.
Roll science.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yay! I think Argus knows nuclear power.
And you know what? I'll re-roll that one.
Grab that soul.
I love the thought of Argus knowing it and no one else.
Argus, you definitely know it in actual, like, pretty decent detail. Mostly because of the, like, you know, all of the moving parts were pretty interesting to you before, so that comes back now that, like, you know, the idea has been brought forward again. Dart, you really have to rack your brain until a couple of things click, and you realize what he's saying, and with the context of industrial disasters. Considering, he might also be extra familiar with something like that, considering how, unlucky he seems to be, considering his form.
It's very powerful, but very dangerous if improperly contained. I don't want to put that on a polka.
Yeah, Dart's just going to maintain his concerned pose, just like... Yeah, I'm starting to remember a little bit of that.
So should you really be that worried about a single book when things like that could happen at any time on various worlds? Just figure out what's bothering your friend. You do consider him a friend, right? I have the distinct feeling that you're friends, but I've been wrong before, so...
I mean, if he wasn't, I might not.
You know, generally this is a pretty easy yes or no.
Not. At the moment. I don't want to see anyone go down a concerning path and potentially do something to themselves.
Okay, fine, if you're that determined to go be a guilty busybody.
I'm just gonna kind of like put his paw down, tilt his head.
Look, this is... You keep bringing up not wanting to see anyone else go down that sort of path, which means that, you either have or are under the impression that you have done such before, and, you know, I'm not exactly a therapist. It's, I don't even really go to them that much just because it's really hard to explain my situation to them and not end up in a loony bin I have to leave somehow. But, you know... Consider something like therapy, because you might be projecting.
Just a little.
In either case, seriously, go figure out what's going on with your friend, because I guarantee you it's not the fact that he has a book. I read that book. The book is fine. It just has certain power to it, and, well, you know... Technically speaking, so did that pistol that I handed Vector right then. Granted, I took it away, but that's just more because it's mine than I thought he'd do anything bad with it. If I had a second copy, I might have actually just let him keep it.
Vector faces lights up in excitement.
I said
could've
if I had a second copy. I don't exactly have one right now.
No, I know. I heard what you said, but I appreciate you trusting me with it. I'm more excited that you trust me with it.
Oh, you should already know my position on this. I'm not worried about individual stuff like that. If you start noticing, like, an industrial disaster or some sort of ongoing calamity, like, let me know about that. At least I'll pull up a good seat for that.
Do you want to help?
Maybe if you asked. I was just asking to be made aware of the situation.
You know, technically speaking, we could come across a nuclear plant in this world.
You easily could. There's an entire world out there whose entire problem was industrialization things that they were trying to solve. You think they don't have nuclear power?
Why does that sounds like a normal game of Satisfactory? I'm sorry.
But yeah, no, he's just good. He still has all the sunglasses, and he just like tilts them down a bit more, and just goes, "Look, if you ask for help, maybe I'll do the good little. I'll be the helpful. I'm not going to say mentor figure because that'll get me killed and sent on my way faster than anything. But side character. I'll be a helpful little itinerant side character." Side characters don't automatically die like mentors do.
I am so confused.
Look, I have been to so many worlds. They have genres, I swear. Although I swear, if I end up in one of the more romantic comedy worlds again, I don't even care about trying. I'm just going to rip open a hole in reality and leave.
You can do that?
I went through that once. Once. I mean, I'm not exactly the best at that around, but, I mean, I know how to teleport. And, well, learning how to teleport, it really isn't that difficult to try and figure out how to go to a different world with it. Or reality. This is not me recommending that you try things that are going to get yourselves killed. I'm just speaking as a matter of if you figure it out.
Mhm.
You very
Like
much so
how
could just get
Kazam.
yourself killed with that. Ah, yes, him. If you ever see him around and I happen to be nearby, let me know so I can punch him in the face. He owes me one. And he left me in a different world once, and I had to find my way back.
Oh, that does not fun. That does not sound fun.
I mean, it really wasn't that difficult. It's more just about the principle of it. And no, I don't care that this was 2 decades ago. That is a fraction of my lifespan.
It still it still sounds like a very long time.
Also, if he ever offers to teach you things, don't. I would recommend against it, unless you are very willing to. Unless you are willing to accept some risks. Man is damn effective, but he's also crazy, so.
Huh.
Do you want to know what his favorite way of attacking is?
Punching?
Sure.
Oh, well, yeah, sure, he punches, but what he does is right when he's about to punch, he teleports his fist and has it punch you. Meaning, he could punch you if he can see you.
He's Leorio.
And in addition to that, he heard that wizards liked Fireball, and he equated himself to a wizard. But he didn't like that people could dodge his Fireball. So he casts Fireball on himself and teleports the explosion to others. The man cheats harder than I do, and I take umbrage to that.
That's not fair.
He cheats harder than I do, and that's saying something, considering I'm a detect user.
Huh. Good to know. So Victor scribbling it down. So don't be like that guy.
Don't get lessons from Pops. Got it.
Gotcha.
Unless you're willing to accept some risks of he's fucking insane. And if you aren't going to continue talking to him too much, he's just going to start leaning back and put back up his sunglasses. When he finishes his current coffee, instead he's going to bring out, a fruity drink with one of the little umbrellas.
Huh.
Well, we appreciate the advice, but we probably should take the other bit of advice and get going.
Yeah, that's...
It could make you get going faster.
Oh?
Oh?
You realize he's gonna
yeah,
throw
yeah,
you, right?
Oh!
No,
Oh,
he has the
boy.
coffee stuff.
Come on, Sim. You could have let them figure it out themselves.
We could have the coffee stuff.
Mm,
Well, I mean, I
I
don't
could
want
get you
them to
going
beat me
faster.
to. I don't want them to beat me to Iron Valley.
Oh, he only
Y- y-
throws them like a mile.
Dart's gonna ponder for a moment. You know, given the situation and stuff, let's do it.
I like coffee. I don't like being thrown, though.
What about
Alright, so-
coffee and being thrown?
Victor is already happy with the fact that he's going to be in the air. He's okay with this. Throw me, throw me, throw me. Throw
All
this
right,
guy.
so we have two on board with the on express delivery. Amos, how are you feeling about it?
If I get there faster and I don't land on my face. Also, I'm hanging on to Victor.
Oh, don't worry, you won't be hurt from it.
I almost got hurt.
Almost, you didn't though. I made sure of that.
No, I made sure of that because I made sure we didn't hit the bad tree, the bad branch.
Well, that sounds like you should train more. If that was the issue that you were having.
Brotus
I'm
As the
trying.
best way to train is by practice.
I don't think practice flying will help me. I'm too big.
Oh, no. This isn't flying practice. This is landing practice.
Yeah, flying. Yeah, if you want to fly, landing, you gotta know how to land. Victor's a great nodding in agreement.
After all, everyone should have a landing strategy.
Mhm.
So, wanna practice? Practice makes perfect.
Guys, I don't think this is safe.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Actually, you can have Grim throw me first, and then once I land, I can be there and I can try to catch you, or at least try to. Or if you get stuck, I
You
can
haven't
get you
been
at the end.
able to catch me though. Every
Well, I
time
was able.
bad
I was
things
able to
happen.
get you down. I was about. Argus, I helped you get you. I get you down from that tree. Have a. You don't trust. You don't trust me. I
And-
gotta
and
get the
look,
puppy eyes.
And look, think about it this way. Jet needs us right now, and the sooner we get to Jet, you know, the sooner we can make sure that we all reach a mutual understanding and, you know, hopefully bad things don't happen. Because I think probably a bit more concerning than, or more concerning than my concerns about Jet being obsessed with the book is the fact that Jet ran off by himself without us. Clearly, Jet needs us right now. The sooner we get to Jet, the better.
As long as I don't get hurt or hit another tree.
Oh, you're going to hit a tree, but it won't hurt. That's what the detect is for.
Things are going to go horribly wrong.
Horribly right.
Or horribly wrong.
Oh, you never know. Don't worry, you'll find out which it is before it happens. Thanks to detect.
Hey, look, if it'll make you feel any better, Argus, I can go first. Or Vector can go
But
first.
I
and pick
won't know
Robert.
if you survive.
Now, Vector, would you prefer to be launched football style, shot put style, or some other way?
Oh. Throw me like a javelin.
Ooh, a javelin. I think that more fits dart, but well, I'm not going to complain.
Vector's gonna wear his goggles. Yes.
Oh no.
All right. What he's going to do is he's going to stand up from his chair, roll his shoulders slightly, and walk over and draw a little X in the on the ground with his cane.
Do I just stand on the X?
Just stand on the X.
Okay. I am standing on the X, and with his goggles, where he's wearing his goggles.
All right. So what he's going to do is he's going to hold the cane slightly down, other than basically on the actual length of the cane instead of the handle.
Hmm.
He's going to tap the ground once. The earth will rise up beneath you, launching you upwards slightly midair. While
Oh.
you're midair, he'll tap you on the forehead with his cane, thus applying the detect stacks. Please take 3 detect. The next 3 instances of damage are negated. As he then grabs you like a javelin while you're midair. Thankfully, you are kind of floaty, so this helps. And he takes a couple of steps forward in a javeliner's throw and launches you.
I'm just imagining this is out of character, just you know how aircraft carriers launch planes. I'm just imagining just that. And he has on his other arms just a little glowy one of those glow sticks. It's just
You got the
launch.
slingshot going on.
It's just sorry, that out of character though. Anyways, me, I just go wee.
You do, in fact, go flying. And you are just about the only one who can actually fight against this momentum. So are you fine slamming into a couple of trees because you know it won't hurt you, or are you going to try and stop yourself in time?
What do you mean by stop in moment in time? What do you mean by that?
Well, you have fly speed, so you could try and work against your current momentum.
Oh, like a more gentle approach, I guess. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, you could try to avoid smashing through a tree or 5.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I'm gonna dodge trees.
All
I mean,
right,
this is good flight training.
Are you going to try and use the speed to weave, or are you going to try and just fight against your momentum?
Just to weave. It's I'm not gonna fight the momentum. I'm more or less just going to just try not to hit the trees and try to.
All right,
a smooth
acrobatics.
approach. Oh, all right. Acrobatics. Where are you? Go. So that is that an 8? 8.
That is an 8. Says it right at the end.
I'm fine.
All right. Vector, with an 8, you are successfully able to navigate through the trees despite your almost blinding speed for a good little bit, actually. Helped out by a little bit of gogglage, and he has launched you quite far, quite fast. And eventually, all good things must come to an end, as eventually a branch will clip you because you just can't move out of the way of the whole tree fast enough, and there isn't enough of a gap to really cleanly shoot it.
Aww.
But as you hit it, you are in fact saved completely by the detect protect stack on you, and you take no damage even as you spin out and finally slam into the ground.
No, that was fun. You just hear just imagining we're cutting back to the group. You just hear, yeah. It's just this
I'm just
echoing-
imagining that it Doppler's the yeah because he's just excited when he gets launched anyway. And he's gonna dust off his claws a bit and just go, all right, who's next?
Argus is going to step back a bit.
All right, eeny, meeny, unless we have any volunteers, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Would anyone volunteer, or is he just gonna get to eeny, meeny, miny, mo, you guys?
Argus is not volunteering.
All right, Dart, Amos.
I mean, I was going to, in character, say to Amos, hey, if you feel like going next, but Warney has beer bead.
Ah,
Oh, it is. It is.
in there. Okay. All right. Well, in that case, Dart, would you like to go next, or is there? Are you going to just wait for Amos to go first?
In the interest of speeding things along, I'll go.
All right. And he's going to look down at you as you move on to the X, and he's just going to go, you know, I really do hope you live up to your name.
Before we do that, one moment, Dart's just gonna turn to Argus and just put a paw on his shoulder. Argus, I have 3 requests for you.
That's a lot of requests.
Don't worry, they're very simple. First, trust Grim. Second,
That's a very big request.
Second, be brave.
That's another big request.
And third, when Grim does launch you, and you inevitably do scream and panic, please, if you could, just shout Jet's name at the top of your lungs for your entire arc. It'll help, help localize everyone, hopefully.
I don't think this is going to end very well.
Ended well the first time. I will see you on the other side.
Things are going to go horribly.
Don't worry, I'll see you after landing. Alright, let's do this.
All right. Do you have any preference on how you get thrown?
I guess whatever you have the most fun with.
Oh, good choice. As he'll hum and think to himself for just a tiny bit. And he is going to do something extra funny. Which is, he is going to poke at you a couple times, actually. This being, one, giving the detect stack, so, having 3 layers of protect on you. The next being, how would you like, and when I say this, I mean, you're not going to have a choice. For the next little bit, all of your, basically, like, all of your temporary stats, he's going to, pair by pair, raise them up to being 6s. So you have more physical damage, physical integrity, special damage, special integrity, so on and so forth. Everything going to a 6 except for crit chance, which can only go to 3. And he's going to look down at you and go, I hope that I get through at least 10 trees with you.
I'm gonna feel sorry for the trees.
I won't. And with that, he's going to mostly repeat the process that he did with Vector, minus not having to effectively, like, protect you mid-air. And instead, throwing you like a football with the best spiral that he could manage. Which is very good, actually. Dart, you are now corkscrewing through the air, having been launched by Grim.
That's totally not disorientating.
What is your current physical integrity?
My current physical integrity is 5.
right.
Minus whatever boost you gave me.
Alright, so becomes 11. 11 with the physical damage as well, because I'm adding that in. Becomes 17. You blow through 17 trees before your momentum is stopped. As you are now about halfway through the 18th, your detect sex having held up through this, because technically speaking, it counts as 1. And you are kind of just stuck halfway in this tree for now. By the way, your fur is absolutely filled with the wood chips of the trees you had to go through.
And also, oh no, Rdyjin has a good point.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You spin Dart fast enough, his ears become a chainsaw. But yeah, Dart's gonna just kind
I
of
think it's more like an auger, considering that, like, the blade, it's like point, But yeah.
Meanwhile, Jet just floating along, humming to himself, stopping to sniff at a pine cone nearby.
Yep. You are pretty far ahead of these guys still, because he's only throwing them like a mile.
How quickly did Jet
only.
walk?
I hope you guys know that, like, walking speed is, like, still a couple of miles an hour. At most, you're getting, like, half an hour of free progress.
And
Who's in the ballpark?
You guys went to go check up on Amos, then had a philosophical conversation before being thrown.
And while technically talking is a free action, realistically, you did spend about an hour there.
Yeah, so you guys are getting a lot of free makeup time, but this does not mean that you are caught up to or ahead of Jet in any way.
But we made progress.
They made progress, exactly.
Anyways, Dart's just gonna kind of just sit there in the middle of the 18th tree and just kind of have like the little swirly eyes for a moment and just be like, Grim's gonna be proud of that one.
How was the trip?
Oh, was Vector caught up?
Well, Vector was thrown first.
I was thrown
So,
first.
Technically speaking, he probably would have had another detect stack used, just knowing to get out of the general vicinity of where Dart was being thrown. Minor procognitive abilities, so
Mhm. Oh, it's fun then.
How do you do it?
He just shrugs. He's just like, sometimes you just do. You just
All right.
do.
Next, he'll turn to Argus. So, practice makes perfect.
Did we lose Adorum?
I realized I was muted.
All right. Well, I'm rather merciless right now, so
I was muted. Oh no. Argus was whining, basically. He doesn't want this type of practice.
all right. Well, just give me a second because I'm busy being merciless. Argus, please turn your attention to the Starlight New Dawn chat.
Oh no. Yes, that is
Oh my
that is
God.
exactly what happened.
And but yeah, he is going to go. Oh, so you want to be left here all alone with me while the rest of your friends go off on an adventure?
I don't know if being left with you is very smart for my health.
So, what will you take? Being left alone with me while I do whatever I think is funniest at the time, or you practice your landing strategy?
Yes, I gotta practice my landing.
How would you like to be thrown?
Very, very, very safely.
Oh, that's what the detect is for. Okay, so in that case, maybe putting a spin on you two, but in a different way.
Oh,
Unless you'd like to make a request.
no spin?
No spin, no spin. Got it, got it. Okay, well, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Are you ready to practice?
Yes.
All right. And he will give you a cane tap so that way you have your protect stacks. He will do the same trick to put you midair. And then he's going to grab on to your legs, twirl around once with a spin, and then underhand throw you so that way you aren't spinning, but you are now upside down flying through the air. Or if you look up at the ground.
I don't like this. Darn!
As he's yelling the wrong name.
Wrong name.
He is very much yelling the wrong name.
All right. Argus, what is your current physical integrity?
Physical integrity. I'm trying to find it on my sheet.
Should be in the quick reference stats on the left.
Quick reference. 4.
4. In that case, you make it through 4 trees before the 5th stops you.
I am stuck in a tree again.
Yes, and you are upside down.
Argus is just like kicking his legs. I imagine it's his horn stuck in the tree. He can't get out himself.
Do we have the Werdy back?
Yep.
Oh no, I just realized we left Amos alone with Grim.
Oh yeah, I know you did. As he's gonna look down right at Amos and go, oh, and I do hope that you're smart enough to realize that you really shouldn't try and steal from me. It may be 20 years since I was a pirate, but I still have game.
Amos will just look at them and nod.
Besides, you should know better than to try and upset the person who quite literally supplies you with drinks. Of both coffee and alcohol.
Fair.
On the other hand, if you ever have some goods and you need no questions asked, I can happily provide.
I will keep that in mind.
Now, how would you like to be thrown?
Yeet me.
Just a simple yeet?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was gonna ask for an explosive landing or something.
Amos kind of like this sticks out his arms, closes his eyes.
All right. And with a simple one-turn yeet, you are now being launched through the air. Amos, what is your physical integrity currently?
Question.
It'll be in your quick reference stats on the left side.
4.
4. All right. Similar to Argus, you blow through four trees with your detect stack.
Please.
Look, okay. Since I've had that speech impediment, and I have to actually try constantly to not do that. Sometimes I still fuck up. I couldn't
do the
say
same
R
thing.
until I was in 5th grade. Anyway, you blow through 4 trees just like Argus did, and then you are finally stopped on the 5th. You are a good bit off the ground as you are just kind of sideways, half wrapped around the trunk of the 5th tree. Luckily, the detect stacks means that you take no damage.
Well, that was a flight.
You have flown about a mile.
How dare weeth. So, it was nice playing with you all. I'll be rolling up a new character.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
But no, seriously, I did actually have that speech impediment until I was in 5th grade. Well, technically speaking, I guess I still technically have it, but I got speech training to work through it. But
Damn.
But yeah, so occasionally you will just hear me completely fuck up an R and just replace it with a W.
That's fine. I do stuff like that too a lot. Or I'll mix words. I will combine 2 completely different words that I'm trying to say at the same time, and they come out at once, and it's awful.
Since we kind of went a little bit over to finish that scene, should we take a quick break now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be right back and make a cup of tea.
Yeah. Get that hydration, get those snacks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since we're on break now. Yeah, Ren, you were a himbo and filled out the wrong form. And it has resulted in, well, Rdyjin has decided to assign a pose to you.
Probably the group art form, if this is... I'm assuming that this is the group art thing, right?
Yeah, it is. And that's the one you filled out, because you filled out the character card form instead of the group pick form.
I was about to say, if this is the group art and you messed up a form, it was going to be on the group art form.
It's okay, Ren. Hyro is just now at Rdyjin's mercy. Hope you like being all subby and cute. By the way, Werny,
Oh, what?
are you a good boy?
Or,
Are you a good
or,
boy?
Gee.
Yes, you are. You're a very good boy.
Ah. Oh, whoa.
The best part is you probably could have even, like, double-checked and asked, hey, did I fill out all the right stuff? I mean, obviously not now. A bit late for that, but you could have.
Yeah, Ren, you didn't question why there was a line for archetype flavor text? Or why it had your strength, dex, con, int, wisdom, and charisma on it? Did you really not question any of that? When you were filling out a form about getting art? Because I assure you, what stats you have don't really matter for the card, for the art. And I know, Rdyjin. I know.
I mean, it hasn't been 5. It hasn't been 5 years because it still had him like when I first took over ATA.
True. No, you cannot go hide, Ren. You must live with your himbo-ness.
Look, if nothing else, it'll probably make Gibgab like your character more. Gabby does love his himbos.
We have evidence to the contrary, Ren. We have very clear evidence to the contrary. He's a himbwe. Ren, that's called being a himbo.
No, that's called being a himbui. We need more buis. All the buis.
I mean, now Ren is converting to a Renamon, so, not gonna be a Bui anymore.
I can fix that.
Sure you
Ren,
can,
one of the
little
key components
rockruff.
of being a himbo is being stupid. I want to make sure that you understand this.
Me?
Oh, I said Ren.
Oh.
Just in the future, Ren, if you're filling out a form and it has stats that aren't even related to the system that you're playing, you're probably filling out the wrong form.
That is a pretty good sign.
Just so you know, Ren, the attributes for Scar are mind, body, soul, vigor, and willpower. Oh yeah, he's absolutely precious and adorable. This kind of helps with that thought.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah, welcome back.
Key in hand with an
Welcome
ice cream
back.
bar.
Very nice.
I want ice cream.
It had the
Oh,
hot
wait, I
stuff on
have ice
sale.
cream.
Dang it, I'm gonna have to go get a Klondike bar now.
Don't TF into a polar bear.
Been there, done that.
Actually, no, hold on. Yeah, don't be careful to turn to a bear tick.
I want to hug a bear tick, but a warm bear tick.
And
An
that's not a
Alolan
bear
fire
tick.
type bear tick.
That's not a bear tick, then.
I want an Alolan bear tick hug, like a fire bear tick.
So anyways, let's get back to the game.
Yeah, let's.
I am being ignored.
Alrighty, right. So, with you having been successfully yeeted in order to make up at least a little bit of time, you all are now in the woods in the various states that you are. Jet is just having a generally good time. Dart, you are covered in wood chips and halfway through a tree. Amos, you're sprawled around a tree. Argus, you're upside down stuck in one, and Vector, you are also just having a generally good time, as you got to fly until a branch finally took you out.
Yeah, I mean, oh well. I at least I was able. I mean, I had a good time, and I'm not complaining.
Argus is very much complaining and yelling for Dart.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't understand why it was so bad. Well, yeah. How was your trip over?
Are we still scattered, or are we?
Oh yeah,
You
actually,
you all landed in generally the same place, except for Jet, of course, who is in fact just ahead of you guys by a good bit.
Well, Jet didn't land at all. He wasn't thrown.
Well, yeah. I know.
Guys, get me down!
Vector's just kind of looks up. It's like, are you stuck again? Well, and then again, well,
You think I had a choice?
all right, I'll help you out. And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna slowly like fly up, and then I'm gonna go pick up Argus, and I'm going to gently put Argus down as like last time.
Thank you.
All right.
Argus
yeah.
has sniffles.
I'm just gonna say that's easy enough to do right now.
Yeah. And I would say also like probably because first time doing it, it was a little sketchy, but
Figuring it out.
yeah, figuring it out. Yeah.
Which is also why I was just more hand waving. It's going like, you've already figured out how to do it, so literally just be doing it, and that's whatever.
Right.
Dart's still stuck in a tree, right?
He's halfway through a tree, so yeah.
Argus is gonna try to use magnetism to pull Dart to him.
All right, go ahead and roll power.
On one of my moves.
Whichever one you're trying to use.
You know what? Let's use this one. Wrong button. I want to soul one of those ones.
Go ahead. Just let me know when you're done modifying the roll.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Okay.
All right, with a 4, let me go ahead and roll.
Roll tree power.
I was rolling to see how stuck in Dart was.
Oh no.
Dart.
Mm-hmm.
So I have good news and bad news for you.
Give me the bad news.
The bad news, you can hear the tree groaning as the magnetic powers are used on you. The good news is that you are slowly starting to actually be dragged out anyway.
So I'm basically the one holding up the tree.
Yes.
Delightful.
You don't even have to roll for that. That is just plainly obvious.
Argus does not know this. Argus is still pulling.
All right, in that case, roll again.
I feel like Dart's probably still a touch too dazed.
His first move wasn't strong enough, so he's going to bump it up to his second move, which I can't crit, right? Or-
Currently, no.
Okay, crit chance.
There's no
doesn't-
accuracy to roll here. It is just power.
Okay. His stronger move.
It was
I'll
stronger.
take a 12.
All right. Dark call, high or low?
Hi.
Hello.
You called high?
Correct.
All right. Well, I rolled a 7, so guess where that tree's going?
Low?
Oh.
It's going low. So, Argus,
Yes?
please tell me you can move right now. Did you hoofo?
I hoofoed.
You hoofoed? Okay.
Argus cannot move!
The tree is falling towards Argus currently.
Uh-oh.
As, of course, the support is being pulled out in Argus's direction.
Wait, does that mean Dark can run into me and basically push me out of the way with the force of it?
Oh, no. I'm just explaining that because it has in fact been pulled out in your direction, that is the area of the tree that is no longer being supported, which means that's the direction the tree is now falling. You didn't make a back cut or anything, obviously, so...
Oh no! Oh,
Also, I just want to point out, unfortunately, your magnetize is not stronger than gravity.
Oh no.
I will give everyone exactly one turn to do things.
Argus
It's
can
falling
do
towards
nothing.
Argus, right?
Yes.
Argus
How
Dark
is
will not be
stunning.
harmed with where he is landed on the ground because the angle isn't right, but Argus, oh, he is right in the way.
And he is
Um, how far am I from Argus?
Probably not very far. Considering you just helped him out of the tree.
Can I grab and pull him out of the way? Just to the side? Just so we don't get squished by the tree?
Just so you know, he has no movement speed, and so cannot help you with this very much right now. He will effectively be dead weight to you. Meaning this will be an athletics, and Argus is notoriously difficult to move.
I am fat. I'm sorry.
This is not a no. I'm just making sure you understand the set of circumstances.
I very much understand the circumstances. I very much understand the circumstances of this. And he can't move. He's and I know he's going to get hit by that tree. Right.
With how it's falling, yeah.
Alright, let's do this. What do I need to do?
This will be an athletics roll using body
Yup.
at difficulty 8.
4. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay. Yeah. Difficulty 8, right? Oh, this is going to be. Oh, hello?
Yep.
You can hear me, right? Okay, sorry. My computer just crashed for a little bit.
Oh.
Man, I knew Argus was heavy, but I didn't realize it was heavy enough to crunch your PC.
I crashed through the world.
Fantasy Grounds? You okay? I
Like,
don't know.
are you okay? What's going on?
No, like literally like Fantasy Grounds and everything. Yeah, like my computer just freaked out for just a moment, and
Oh, okay.
like I'm gonna have to reopen Fantasy Grounds. It's
Oh, okay. Well,
I
Jet,
was
Jet
just
was able
ma-
to roll.
Yeah, I was just making sure that it's not a universal issue.
yeah, no, that's it's very much me. It's very much my computer. So, uh, you said this was a difficulty 8, right?
Yep, difficulty 8.
Oh. All right, let me see if I can pull. All right, just client failed. User name already in use.
When you disconnect,
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to wait a moment, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it helps to close the program entirely, like through
Oh yeah,
task
no.
manager and reopen.
Oh yeah, I already did.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, there we go. It's slowly loading. Sorry about that, everyone.
Good.
It's not like it's your fault.
This is my fault because I could have removed the speed debuff and kept it at the same power with the EXP thing, but I didn't.
This just means you're a real streamer, Avi, because you're having tech issues on stream. I mean, granted, it's my stream, as you know.
I have plenty of those in my streams as well.
Of course he's a real streamer. He couldn't get offline hype trains without being a streamer.
Bro.
You know, that's a great idea. While we're waiting for him to load up and get it back in.
Offline hype train!
Alright, there we go.
Okay, look, right, that means that Twitch itself would have to make a good decision.
Where the heck?
I'm sure it could happen once in a blue moon.
Alright.
No, I'm pretty doubtful.
Alright, let's do this. 8, and you said difficulty 7, right? So, or difficulty 8, so. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna soul that one there.
Yep, understandable.
So that's a 1.
That's
wait,
currently a 1.
Oh boy. Alright, here I go.
Is it willpower time? Or
Yeah,
are
you
you
know what?
gonna body boost a bunch?
Oh, how do I body boost? Sorry, I'm so
So you know how there's soul boost?
Mhm.
It runs off of the same pool of resources, so you get a certain amount of boost die per session. And the way that body boost does is you take 3 quote-unquote garbage dice that aren't successes and aren't failures, and you re-roll those. So you could pick, like, you know, a 2, a 4, and a 5 that are in that list right there, and re-roll them.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take that. I'm really gonna strain this because Argus per 2 vector size. Argus might die here. I don't know how. Is this a big tree? I assume
It's a fairly big tree, yes.
Yeah, that I am very.
It's not like toweringly massive, but like it is a fairly decent big tree. After all, it did at least stop Dart.
I
Trees
mean,
are grass type, and
trees
I'm a rock type.
trees are kind of big too. Sometimes a lot of people underestimate their weight.
The tree would not be gentle.
Trees are grass type.
And for
I'm a
anyone
rock dragon.
that has played Valheim, you know that trees are the most deadly weapon there is.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. So, good luck, Argus.
Would you like to willpower and reclaim the boosts you have used in hopes of a better roll?
Yes, you know what? Yeah, I'm actually.
I will warn you: if you botch, obviously you will be under that tree too.
If it botched, I can blame Argus on this, right?
Yes.
I think okay.
Well, looks like we're
Amos,
going to have a tragedy in this game after all.
Argus, quick! Or Amos, quick! Burn the tree to cinders.
Amos hasn't been gotten down from his tree yet. What are you talking about?
What? Oh,
I'm still stuck.
do I
Oh,
take?
no.
Oh, do I? Oh. You know what? No, no. Vector, this is red alert time for Vector. This is red alert.
Out of curiosity, is there anything that Dart could do?
I will take that. I will take a 3.
You'll take that?
Yeah, I'll
you know,
take that.
You can still try and modify it with the boost you've reclaimed in case you desire.
I'm okay with that. You know what? I'm okay.
Hmm.
So I'm thinking about doing basically. I was going to say pellet barrage, but I can't do a pellet barrage against a single target. But I was basically thinking about doing a pellet shot on the tree to maybe like fracture the tree a little bit. You know, have less of the tree potentially fall on my friends. Who knows? Maybe split it right down the middle.
Argus is gonna get smushed.
So, okay. You would be able to attack to split up the tree. However, the problem is that all of the tree above you is already unstable and tilting. So you could break it up into smaller chunks, but that would not stop these smaller chunks from falling. So, I'm not going to say no, but you're going to need to think of a different solution other than breaking it up.
I mean, my reasoning there is I'd rather have smaller chunks of tree fall down than like one giant heavy chunk of tree. Like it would, in theory, minimizing the damage of any tree falling.
Tart, trust me, you do not want to attempt any rolls right now. Ren has cheered you on. You are going to botch.
A dire warning.
What's the worst that could happen?
Tragedy striking for a third
You
game
know,
in a
you know
row?
what? You know what? Just because he said that, I'll
Actually,
let you
fourth.
try. Just because he said, "What's the worst that could happen?" I'll let you try.
Try for what? To be completely clear.
I'll let you try for that breaking it apart thing and see if it helps slightly.
Our character, how we feeling party? Because I don't want to necessarily cause something bad to happen.
I'm okay with it. Argus is
Let him
rock type.
die.
He'll be strong. I'm sure I could survive a tree. Maybe.
Vector, how you feeling?
I want to say yes, but
Hey, look, if there's opposition, I won't do it because it is admittedly a bit of a drastic.
it is a very risky play. That's the thing.
That's the worst.
I
that
would
could
just
happen.
say let's just take the 3, but
Entirely your call. If you prefer to take the 3, I will. I'll just have Dart be a little dazed and then run over to help. But I mean, he did just get dragged out of a tree.
I mean, it's I'm fine. I mean, like, it's up to it's up to you. What does Dart do?
Make your decision.
Okay, actually, I'll preface this. Could I make a very quick perception check on the situation now that I'm free of the tree? The thing that what Dart does very much depends upon what he sees and perceives.
All right. Roll that perception if you want, and that will depend about how detailed I will be on what Dart is able to tell.
Understood. I'll roll instinct for this one, since it's going to be very quick, not a lot of time to think.
Who needs thinking?
Trust your instincts.
I mean, I'm just saying, Aurum, if Argus thought a little...
This might not happen.
Yeah.
Four. With a 4, here are the things that Dart can notice. 1, he was previously inside of a tree. A very familiar force is dragging him out, which is whenever Argus does his more magnetism-aligned powers on someone made, at least partially of metal like you are. 2, the moment that this force started, there was a loud cracking noise above you, along with the shifting of weight ever so slightly, but you were moved out quick enough for it not to even potentially crush you at all. 3, the tree is falling in the same direction that you are going, and you can see it tilting above you. 4, you know that with where you are going to land, you will not be harmed in any way from this currently. 5, Argus is currently standing there, unable to move, as is a common result of his own powers that you have seen multiple times. And 6, you have enough time to perform 1 turn's worth of actions.
How far away is Argus from me?
Argus,
Yes.
what is the range of Hufo?
1 second. Hufo is... do we not put the range on the thing? Oh, there it is. 30 feet.
30 feet. In that case, given about where you landed, I'd say about 20 feet away from you right now. Considering that you are, like, falling to the ground. So, considering angles, about 20 feet.
I assume that I assume Dart sees me running to Argus as well to get him out of the way.
This is happening as he's getting pulled out, and he did not roll high enough to see you.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So this is not as you're there trying to get Argus out of the way. This is as he's about to hit the ground and has just been pulled out.
And I assume that this is also me, me just starting to run or running to.
Yeah, you are on your way. It's just that he was not able to see that you were going.
Gotcha.
Alright. Because I'm just torn on, do I try to run and push Argus out of the way? Not knowing Vector's also trying to do the same, or do I try to, try to shoot at the tree?
You have until the top of the hour.
Oh, no.
Okay, at least that's not 30 seconds.
Trust your instincts.
And dazed means I can't move, right? Or stunned? Or stunned means I can't do an action?
Yeah, currently you can't do an action and you have a movement speed of 0.
Yep, okay. I have no protection.
Nope.
This is not the thing I expected to beat me with Hufo. I expected someone to survive it and then kill me, not a tree.
Back cuts are a real and important thing, Argus.
How many stacks of protection do I have?
I'm just gonna say this, Dart, out of character. Whatever you do, I do not blame you.
No, this is all on me.
This is all Argus's fault. It's just.
Argus did not expect the trees to come up and attack. Now he's gonna have a fear of trees.
I get the feeling I am not going to have that conversation with the rest of the group today after all.
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure the
sorry.
stacks of protection have been used up at this point.
Oh wait, do I still have my detect still, since I actually dodged the trees? I'm actually kind of wondering about that.
The answer is yes, but this does not mean that you are able to, what's the word for it? It wouldn't negate it from hitting anything behind you. It doesn't stop the momentum of the tree. It just stops you from getting hurt.
Oh, I know.
So I'm assuming Dart's at full HP at this point, right?
Yes. You have not taken too much damage recently. You recently had a long rest, and you didn't take damage from the initial impact.
I think Dart's gonna run for it. Because I guess the question is, not knowing Vector's doing anything, could I use the... I mean, I could use my movement to run up to Argus and attempt to push him out of the way.
You could. If you want to make that a charge attack, I would even allow that, but that would mean that you'd probably take more damage because you've charged recently.
Oh, what do you mean?
It means you wouldn't be able to brace yourself for it,
I mean, that's fine.
but you'd be able to move him easier.
I know that I forget exactly, but I know that when you use charge, I'm pretty sure it's that they get decreased difficulty on the damage dice.
Yes. Which is, narratively, he isn't able to brace himself for the hit at all, and is just going to get hit harder.
Well, yeah, but I wanted to make sure that he knew
Yeah.
mechanically what could
Yeah.
result.
Mechanically, it would have -1 difficulty on damaging you. But you'd have -1 difficulty on moving Argus.
I mean, mechanically speaking, I'm going to take this risk because of it's just a flesh wound. So, yes, Dart would like to attempt to run towards Argus and push him out of the way.
All right. Go ahead and make that athletics roll. -1 difficulty, +2 dice.
Alright, let's see what we got here. So... as much as I'd like to use mind and logic, I feel like this is a body instinct.
If you want the best results, yes. Or forceful.
I mean, instinct and forceful are the same, so... and I have 0 in athletics, so this should be fun.
You do have +2 dice.
Going body, instinct, athletics is only 6 dice even with the bonus. Let's go for it.
The dino believes in you.
And also that 1.
You do have
Actually,
two
could-
ones you could soul.
Actually, you know what? I'll soul both.
That bumps it from a 7 to a 9. Or that bumps it to a 9.
Yep. Actually, no, it's a 10, because the last one rolled a 6.
Oh. Oh, yeah, because lower
So wait,
difficulty.
so do I still have my difficulty at 8 or?
Yeah, because this is specifically for Dart doing this.
Okay.
But your result is adding to the collective get Argus the hell out of the way roll.
So we're effectively teamworking without realizing we're teamworking.
Yes.
Hmm.
Because you're both attempting to do the same thing. Normally, I would have this be separate rolls, but you are trying to do literally the same thing at the same time without knowing the other one's doing it.
I'd be personally more concerned about them crashing into each other.
Thankfully, they are going at it from different angles.
I mean, it doesn't matter if they are going at it from different angles, they're still going to the same point.
I would argue probably the angle does matter as well. Because if it's like parallel, then yes, that would be something to be concerned of. But since this is two separate angles, I think we should have enough body room to actually get Argus to a general direction out of the way.
And we're going
Yes.
perpendicular.
Yeah.
This is you guys are currently perpendicular to each other, which just mean that the force becomes slightly angled.
It becomes diagonal.
Yes, because that is how forces work. So
Argus, for Argus, since he's like stunned and all that, all he knows is he pulled Dart out, and suddenly he's being tackled by puppies from both sides.
yep. And Argus, thankfully, you are being moved out of the way of the tree.
And there's a big crash. And
And
Argus
Dart-
doesn't know what happened.
You rolled enough that I'm going to give you an option. Would you like to get yourself or Vector out of the way?
Vector.
Aww.
All right. Then let's go ahead and roll. Roll for the tree.
Oh my god.
And thank you everybody for joining us today for Starlight New Dawn. Unfortunately, I don't think GibGab watches this campaign.
Would have been funny though. Dart, you will be taking, but this is before your physical integrity. You will be taking 19 damage.
Ow.
There
guess-
were
I guess the
Yeah.
question is, do I still have the integrity stacks on, or have those worn off?
for that. They basically lasted until you stopped moving and then faded away.
Understood.
Same with your other buff.
So yeah, my normal integrity is, or my normal physical integrity is 5.
All right, subtract 5 from the damage then.
And you said 19?
19 originally, which makes it 14.
Oh, I'd be at -2. Which I guess the question, Mr. Storyteller, is would my is just a flesh wound come into effect?
Does that keep you at 1 HP when you would drop below 0?
Yep, the writing of it is, at least the last time I wrote it down, was if you would take damage that would cause you to be incapacitated, rendered unconscious, or outright kill you, you instead survive with 1 HP. This trigger may trigger once per scene.
All right. I'm going to double check something because there is one edge case that I don't know if we've laid out. And I know that's going to be under the metal affinity feat, so... Instead, survive with 1 HP. All right. It does not say... All right. Zip. This, you're the one who wrote this feat. It does not say whether or not it prevents the wound.
I'm going to say no for now. We'll do a discussion about it, but considering that it does not say that it prevents the wound, we're gonna go with that rules as written, and we'll revisit it during next session.
All right. In that case, Dart, you will be taking a wound for this. If you're on the newest sheet, that would be clicking the wound 1 button. If you're not, then your max health will be reduced by 25% until you get this wound looked at.
Understood.
But you are at 1 HP.
How's the...
As-
sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
As the tree slams into you with a force that your body barely manages to withstand, but withstand it does, as you are pushed slightly into the ground and out of the way once the impact has been made.
Well, Argus can't move right now, but Dart.
Damn it, Argus! Vector, he's panting and he's angry, and he's just... Damn it, Argus! Just think about that through. God. Dart, you okay? Dart, are you okay?
I'm pretty sure Dart's under the tree.
No, he got, basically the tree thwacked into him with a force enough to rattle his bones, pushed him into the ground slightly, and then off to the side.
Oh, okay.
As it didn't land, like, cleanly on him, but it was, like, close enough.
Question, how face planted is Dart? Is Dart, like... how did Dart land?
So you are quadrupedal, which, both helps and hurts you. Because you are partially into the ground, and, you know, you are aching. Like, you know, you could tell that you, like, you know, something somewhere broke. But, thankfully, you were more forced onto your side than anything when thrown away. So, imagine your body has carved out a divot, especially around where your legs are, and you have been forced to the side with, like, you know, on your flank, mostly.
Dang it. Vector's like... Go ahead.
Everyone alright?
Yeah, we're fine, but not you. Hold on, stay... Don't move. It's like Vector's... You can see, like, Vector's, like, holding back his anger. Like, he's very angry.
Argus is digging through his bag.
No,
to
just
pull out the
stop.
potion of
Just...
healing.
Argus, stop. Just stop. You need... I know you're trying to help, but you gotta think things through, at least. just slow down and think it through. So stop saying sorry and let's try to get Dart out. Okay? Just hang in there, Dart. Let me see if I can pull out something. He's gonna like shovel through. And he's gonna pull out he's gonna immediately start pulling out his I need to check my items. Thank goodness I still have it. I'm gonna bring out a healing kit.
Dart's just gonna kind of reply, just a little bit like struggling a little bit, just be like, I'll be okay.
No. Don't talk. Don't talk. Hold on. Argus, lend me a hand here. Or lend me a paw. Here. I got this here for you. Hold on, let me grab this. I'm gonna pull out one of the potions that I also have. I'm gonna apply a potion and also a healing kit.
All right.
Alright, so potion is going to be +5. And how does healing kit work? Is that a flat?
It provides a bonus to medicine check.
Okay. Feel anything? I know you're just kind of coming out through a daze, but anything hurts? You know, like where does it hurt most?
Is Amos okay?
He's like kind of looking around. Can you see Amos?
I was gonna say,
Amos is still in the tree.
Oh,
At least Amos wasn't in that particular tree.
He was not in that tree, no.
okay. I assume I just look up and I just see Amos just waving.
Yep.
Okay, no, Amos is fine. But you just took a tree. Come on. Okay, come on. All right. Can I try to see if I can, can I just try to see like I can find like what's most what I like just. I assume it's probably bruises, but yeah. I want to make sure I whatever's the worst right now. I feel like I need to treat first.
All right. That is a pretty decent decision. Go ahead and roll a medical check for triage.
Triage. And can I get a bonus?
Triage.
Dart.
I am glad someone made the joke.
I'm sorry.
Dart.
Dart's so delirious he's
No.
making jokes.
Stop now. Love
I'm
you.
glad someone caught on to it.
All right. So you said it was medical check, right?
Yes.
All right. So body. I'm gonna use body. Logic. So 4, 5, 6, and then the 7, 8. So I have 8. What's the bonus? How much bonus for using?
This is entirely for you figuring out what is most wrong.
Oh, gotcha. So
that is what this is.
oh my god. Are you kidding me?
Ren laughed in the chat, so that's why. I vote.
Yep,
I make a move for Ren interference. Free reroll.
Do you have any willpower left?
I used my willpower to push Argus.
Hey, look, you could have more than one willpower technically. I don't remember your character.
Sorry. I am in the I am in the moment.
I apologize for putting Abby in full boyfriend mode.
I apologize for causing that issue.
Uh, I can't, yeah, unless... Have you, Argus, have you used your soul or willpower yet?
I used one soul. But I don't know if I can help out because I don't have any medicine.
Oh my god.
I mean, I mean, can't the two work together and still give their souls for the task?
If you
He-
assist, yes.
He
Okay,
needs to have
are
either a dot in the skill or at least one dot in teamwork to use assist.
I have one dot in teamwork.
So long as you could assist, you could share resources.
Okay. I've got... Let's see, I used... one soul.
I mean, I could also, I guess, if it is teamwork as well, that does mean I can get, I do have one more dice?
So one
right?
more dice. Can you explode it 15 times? No.
Well, now you got Orum's luck involved. Now Dart
Uh,
is doomed.
I'll give you a willpower. One of my willpowers.
Do not forget
Alright,
that
then.
it also accrues in exhaustion.
Oh no.
So, it's up to you.
Yeah. We need to
Alright, then.
figure out what's wrong with Dart. Argus is at the point where you just basically told him to shut up and slow down, and he thinks he's an awful person already. So he is at that point. He's
FYI,
just doing
the
whatever you
willpower
say.
lets you do the entire roll.
Yeah, it's the entire roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I thought this was a soul. My bad.
But didn't Orem, didn't you say you have 2 souls remaining?
No, I would have one soul remaining.
I mean, hey, that's the
Boost
that's the,
is
that's the-
different from willpower.
Wait, no, I'm assuming Abby said willpower but meant boost.
I meant soul. Yeah, sorry. I thought you.
Oh, I
Yeah.
would have 2 more soul boosts left. And 1 will point.
Yeah, I will say I'm okay. I mean, we got a 10. I mean, that's a good start, honestly. Unless you don't want to count that as well.
No,
But I'm
fine,
sorry.
you could
I
use
originally
soul.
thought soul, so that's
You,
my
you,
that's
you
my
could
bad.
use 1 more soul. Use all my souls.
And it's only
Argus has
it's,
no soul because he got yelled at by Vector, his friend. So just take a soul.
oh my gosh. Okay, now you're making me feel bad. Now I feel bad now. But
Don't feel bad. This is team building.
this
This
is
is team building.
this is the team building.
It's the beat up Argus's
You know-
soul team building.
I'll take I'll take the 2.
And I think you would have one reroll.
No, that oh no, he only did the 2 rerolls,
I-
but
I did the 2 rerolls.
that's a 4 actually.
No, because you got the. Did you use both?
Yes, yeah. So essentially
Oh,
one.
okay, I see.
Yeah, one soul that initially wrote. That's how I got the 10
And
and
the
then-
4. Okay.
and the 4. Yeah.
So I'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. That's a 4. That's not bad. It's not the worst.
Oh, right. I forgot it's just re-rolling the ones. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Sorry. I wait. 1, 2,
That would be
2,
4.
4.
Because you would have 5 successes minus.
Oh yeah. 5. Yeah, right. You're right. It's always supposed to be 5. Yeah, 5 and 4. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, I'll take that. I'll take the 4.
I like to
All right.
imagine Vector's just like so panicked that it's just like kind of like taking a moment to like hone in. You see like mangled
also-
rockruff.
You're like covered in dirt. You're covered in dirt and splinters. Like
Argus is shell shocked and been yelled at, so he's quiet.
All right. So you're taking that 4.
I'm taking that 4.
In that case, I am very glad that all of you have joined us tonight, and I can't wait to see you all next week for the next session of Starlight New Dawn Scar.
Wait, what?
I'm cliffhangering you.
Oh, are we doing a cliffhanger?
boy.
Yeah, I'm
Oh my
cliffhangering
god. Oh my god.
Cliffhanger the
You
players
can't
like
do
that?
this.
Gosh darn it, tell Darius.
I almost never do this. I can have one.
No. That's illegal.
Yay, fun session.
Also, that out of character. I'm really sorry, I'm really, really
I saw
sorry.
your-
I don't.
After
This
game,
is-
I was going to send in a huge apology because I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, didn't mean to piss you off.
Well, thank you all for joining us today for Starlight. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, picking up packs of cards through stream loots, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or subscribing to us on Streamloots as well as YouTube. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.